you to do Iverson our school. Okay? I had most of it written, but the center section I didn't have until after the faculty committee wrote the mission statement for the school, and then part of the song has
Put that mic closer to your mouth.
part of the song is in the mission statement. Okay, I'm going to turn the time over to Carla, our MC. She's going to get us started. Carla Floyd.
Hi! Alright, so I was asked to MC this, and so my apologies right away, because I probably will be a little mean, because I like to roast people. So we're going to do a little Iverson spell out, and I'm hoping they have it in the right order. I watched it rehearse and I was a little nervous. All right, so welcome to the Merv Iverson A.B. Sequeira School party. We're so glad that you're here. So many great memories of this school. All of my kids went to the school. I was a PTA president for way too long. So we're going to get started right here. This is Parker Lowe. He was the very first student registered at Iverson. So he's in 5th grade now. So, all right.
So, I stands for Iverson, which is the first letter, and because, anyways, okay, let me start over. I don't speak, yeah, I probably won't graduate 5th grade. But I just want to say, as Carla said, my name is Parker Lowe. I was the first student registered here, thanks to mom and dad, not me. And I went to all 6 years here at Iverson, and I've had a lot of great memories here over the years, but what came to my mind first was singing patriotic songs and gaining a foundation of my gratitude for the great country we live in.
All right, so this is Yvonne, and you are Kimberly, right? And Yvonne was a student here?
Yes.
And the first year it opened, and now your daughter is a student here. Kindergarten. Aw, she's so sweet. And she has a son in 5th grade. Wow, that's a big gap. More? All right, are you on first? All right.
Mary, I'm going to marry you. I love my teachers and my friends.
All right, so very unbelievable. All right, so do you guys know this crazy one right here?
Yvonne knows the name of the boy who cut the ribbon. Is he here tonight?
Yes, he is.
Have him stand up.
Michael Morales.
He cut the school ribbon. That was right, stand up here. Sorry, I won't make fun of you. So. All right, so Kathy Grimes, who loves science because of this lady?
Come on now.
Who still thinks science is ridiculous? Here's my funny story about her. So she was my kid's science teacher, and my daughter, who just graduated UNLV in December and is going to be a teacher for Clark County School District. Crazy. But she comes home her last semester and she was like, guess who one of my professors is? This Yahu right here. And she would message her things like, wasn't that such a good lesson I did today? So full of it right here. So we have her to thank for the garden out there, all the good things science that are just
She's still mean.
All right, I have E. So, oh, sorry. I have E. Well, I'm a big mouth, so. No. So I have E, and what I did was I Googled adjectives that start with E. And I found a list of 78. So I'm going to read those to you. Just kidding. But I did choose a few. So I had enthusiastic kids. They loved science, and I loved it, and I loved seeing them grow in science. It was so enjoyable most of the time. Sometimes we had spilled dry ice, and that wasn't a problem, not a problem. And excellent students. They were always wanting, what are we doing today? What are we doing today? And exceptional families. Just the families are just exceptional here. But the one that really means the E, the principal.
No, hold your microphone close.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to talk about Jerry Bowles. I would. He's wonderful. Why isn't he here tonight?
He lives back east.
He's what?
Lives back east.
Oh, so? So they can call her Eric. Thank you.
Hey, we're running out of time.
Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, oh yeah, she's put me on time control over here. All right, but the one is, the E that means most to me is endearing. And remember one of my students, Becky Luna doesn't happen to be here, is she? Oh, darn it. Anyway, Becky was walking across the street, walking to school, and my car pulled up to the stop sign, and this was Becky, second grader, little girl. Across the street. Oh, by the way, there were like 15, 20 cars all around her.
Down by the high school.
Oh yeah, I was down by the high school. Thank you. I had a little. Anyway, so she's walking across the street like this and stopping. I mean, Becky was like this tall. No, she wasn't. But anyway, she's walking across the street. These cars, more and more cars are gathering around and they're wanting to go, but no one could turn or anything because here's Becky and she'd stop. So I pulled over and parked. I went running over, said, Becky, hey, let me take that for you. And I picked it up and it was like, whoa, what's in your backpack, girl? So we went over to the side and had this little tradition of having a rock in my pocket. My grandma got me started on that, so tonight I have this rock. But anyway, kids were always bringing me rocks to put in, to get as a gift to give me to put in my pocket. So they'd say, what rock do you have today? So Becky, we get over to the other side, and I said, what is in here? And she goes, I brought a rock for you. And she pulled out this rock. It's a beautiful rock, and I love it, and I treasure it, and that was like so endearing to me, and I just will always remember Becky because of this. So anyway.
All right, so next are the Bowden family, formerly Thompson family. She started as kindergarten, right? Now she's the librarian. Her sister also taught here, Tiffany, and her sister had my kids for kindergarten, and that's why she no longer teaches. She's moved away, and she quit. So it's good that you didn't have my kids.
Right? Yeah. I've heard stories, don't worry. No. So we have the letter R for remember. And like Carla said, I started here at Iverson. I am the last remaining teacher who opened at Iverson. I have tons of memories and tons of things I remember throughout our 20 years here. But I have to say probably one of my favorite memories was one of our first family activities we did at Iverson. Jerry Bowles, the principal, got in and out to bring their grill down to the campus. And I remember him standing out there and just grilling tons of hamburgers, and it was a great start to build the Iverson community. And we tried really hard to keep that community growing, and we can see that it's still going strong with the families we have here currently, as well as past families that have come back to be with us. But both of my kids have attended here at Iverson. He's graduated now in 7th grade, and this one is currently here in 2nd grade. And so both of them are going to really quick share one of their remembrances.
So what I remember about Iverson is when in Miss Acquire's class in 2nd grade, we'd have these classroom transformations, and we would just do a fun thing the whole class. And one time we ate rock soup, but stone soup, but and we put a rock in it, but you wouldn't taste the rock. And it was actually good too. And then in Mr. Rank's class in 3rd grade, there's this goal that it was a monthly goal. If you read your books, then you would get to have a root beer flip. And then in 5th grade, we would do the same thing, but with bundt cakes. So that's what I remember.
All of his revolve around food, but it's fine. He likes to eat.
What I remember was when I first made one friend, I was scared because I just started Iverson where I was, and I was just scared. But now I'm making a lot of new friends.
All right. Introducing Amy Sequeira. So, how many of you teach here now? Tell the truth, how many storage closets are hers? Tell the truth.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know what? I came here one day I work at another school, and we were still in an idea. And so I came, and I don't know who the principal is now, but I would make a great office manager in a few years. So, just a heads up if you're here today. I came here one night to get some stuff from her, and I kid you not.
Your time is up.
Nope, we're about to skip your letter. The mess or stuff running out of the storage pod all the way into the open area of the pod. It was like a mountain of stuff. I have never seen so much stuff in my life. And do they charge you rent here, or what do you do? How do you do that?
So I'm staying forever. I don't move at all.
I mean, I'm not kidding, it would take 3 U-Hauls to get her out of here. So to the person who has the most stuff.
Okay, great. Thanks, Carla. All right, so I am letter S. It has nothing to do with my stuff, although I do appreciate current admin, past admin, for dealing with my stuff, so we can put on all these fun events. Right, yes. You're calling for Carla again? Right, yeah. My S, though, really stands for going from Schroeder to Sequeira. Iverson has been my home away from home for the last 17 years, from my wedding shower to baby showers, and all 3 of my children attending here.
I was even lucky enough to be their second grade teacher and third grade teacher. S also stands though for silliness. We've had a lot of fun here at Iverson, from prank wars to pie eating contests, dress-up days, and reading competitions. Silly string fights and rearranging classrooms still make me giggle to this day. The stink bombs may have taken it too far, but man, we sure laughed about that for a long time. My final S though is for staying in touch. It's so amazing to see all of you here tonight, and of course, once an eagle, always an eagle.
All right, you should let her daughter talk. Do you have anything to say about your mom? She was your teacher 2 years, right? Tell the truth. It's free range. You cannot get in trouble.
She was a really great teacher for both of the years. We had a lot of fun during our transformation, and it was just great years.
Yeah, so there.
All lies. You told her she had to say that.
Next.
All right, next is Kathy Theobald. She is the office manager, has been here how many years? 16 years. She has seen it all. She has ran out quite a few principals. I noticed none of them showed up. So, is that your fault? She said I had to be nice to her, but seriously, when she retires, if the principal's here, good girl. I'll Starbucks, whatever you want every day. All right, so Kathy is office manager, done an outstanding job. She is a rule follower, right? She does not mess. You better fill out your forms. You better get your stuff turned in on time. So let's see what she has.
How do you follow that? I don't know. The letter O, what came to mind for me is, oh my, I can remember in 2006 when Jerry Bowles called me to ask me to be his office manager, and I felt like I won the lottery. It was awesome. And so I have been through 5 principals, and our current one, please stand. I don't know whether the rest of them still like me or not, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. And that's it. Sorry.
We love it.
Hey, you are handsome. All right. All right, so our very last person is Cass Guthrie, the original Iverson lady. So let me say, for a long time, Iverson kept all of the same specialists, and that was kind of rare for that to happen. We had Miss Guthrie as music, Miss May in library, Miss Kramer in art, Miss Lindahl in PE, Paula Lindahl, there's a few names, and Miss Grimes in science, and they were amazing. Like, our kids love specialty. So we are going to, they were outstanding. So we're going to pass our last one to her.
Now it's my turn. I could tell that I was going to really like this school when it came time to do the dedication ceremony. We had it in January of 2003. I asked Merv to tell me some songs that he liked, that maybe the choir could sing. I had in mind something popular when he was young. Now, Merv. We started out with the noble, idealistic, to dream the impossible dream. We went from that song to something a little lighter. You gotta accentuate the positive. And then we went all out. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. So it was a great experience, and that was a fun time. And one of the fun things was to have Sherry Iverson as the accompanist for all the things the choir did. Now I want to tell you one thing. One of my favorite experiences in the classroom. Had a little first grader who was a little spaceier than most. And he kind of hung to himself, and one day we were learning Are You Sleeping? It was do, re, mi, do, so we were doing that. And I would sing, and then they would repeat, and then I would sing, and then they would repeat, and they were doing so well. And Bailey over here was just kind of being him. We did a French, we did a Spanish, we did a German, and I could hear him singing in a different language. I taught for a year in Okinawa. I know how Japanese sounded. I said, "Bailey, are you singing in Japanese?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Would you mind coming up and leading the class in doing that?" He did. He came right up and he did da-da-da-da, whatever those words were, and we did da-da-da-da, whatever those words were. And hoping to give him one more extra boost as he went back to sit down, I said, "Bailey, that's wonderful. I didn't know you knew how to speak Japanese." And he said, "I didn't either." Another favorite memory is First Fridays. I still use recipes that you guys made on First Fridays.
All right, so I just want to share one of my favorite memories, and I think anybody that was here since the beginning will remember this. How about our carnivals? Mr. Bowles, Wild Ride. You guys remember that? I don't know if you have like a golf cart, but we can get you one. I know some people in the district. Soup it up, and then you get out in the sprinklers and take those kids on a wild ride. I mean, carnivals were packed. There'd easily be 1,000 people at carnivals. I don't know how they're good. Probably not as good anymore because I haven't been here in a while. But I just want to say, I don't know if I'm supposed to wrap this up or am I passing this back to you or? All right, I just want to say that I love the family feeling that Iverson has. It has always had that. It started with a great family that had great values, that really set a standard for what they wanted the school to stand for. And Merv and Jerry worked so well together to pick out what they wanted the school to represent. And I believe, Sean, was it right after, or not Sean, he's the cuter brother, Bradley. Bradley, wasn't it right after 9/11 that they started picking everything, right? Did I offend you? See, when you're not cute, you can be a jerk like that. So no, I think it was like right after 9/11. I remember Jerry telling us stories where they picked it out and they really wanted, they picked red, white, blue. They picked things that were patriotic. They picked the eagle because they really wanted it to stand for what the values of this country stand for. And it has set a standard on this hill. It's the best school, and I even work on this side of town, and I will forever say this is the best school on the east side, maybe even all of Las Vegas. And thank you to our favorite art teacher ever, Ms. Kramer, for making these signs. And we are just going to turn back over to enjoy time together and food and to listen to.
You're gonna listen to
No.
Okay, I just want to say thank you for everybody who came and for my committee. If you were part of my committee, please stand up so we can clap back in and tell you how great and how thankful. So, stay standing. This was one, and this was one, and that was one. I couldn't have done it without, and that was one.
Susan and Sherry.
And Susan and Sherry.
Right.
For all of the contributions. I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, who's coming, and you all came. Thanks, and thanks for helping those that helped. And there's a selfie booth out there. Go take some selfies. Have some fun. Okay, that's it. Oh, and Manny, where's our Manny? Manny did the slideshow. So glad Manny is here.